We can see other next topic, it is agricultural and irrigation. When we are thinking about cholas, they made many things, made many things or development in agriculture. They made many because the presence of Kaveri river in that area, and wherever they went they are thinking about the river facility and other things. That's why in Tamil Nadu area, Kerala, Tamil Nadu area and part of Karnataka, they made lots of changes in agriculture because of presence of Kaveri river. And they are that is reaching to, they made small canals. They made small canals to empty because with that water they can make maximum they made use for irrigation purpose in the agriculture land. And these canals are overflow, frequently depositing fertile soil in the banks. That fertile soil also will become useful for the agriculture purpose. And canal water from the canals also provide the necessary moisture of for agriculture, particularly in the cultivation of rice, because rice cultivation or paddy cultivation we need much water than when we are comparing to wheat and other grains. So they've made small canals. We have seen that one in the map end of the when it is reaching to the Bay of Bengal, many small branches it is dividing. So they made into different canals, small canals. With that they have started to irrigate the land for the development of agriculture. Then, although agriculture had developed earlier in other part of Tamil Nadu, and it was only from 15th and 16th century. 15th and 16th century, this area was open for large scale cultivation. Even though it is developed, agriculture developed before itself, but we have seen that one in sorry 5th and 6th century only it is developing in a large scale cultivation. And forest has been cleared of this some of the region, and the land had to be leveled in other areas. Why it is happened? Because irrigation, the cultivate agriculture it is developing here in Tamil Nadu. Why it is happened? Because of fifth and sixth century. Why it is taken much time to develop in some other part? Because the forest they want to clear it. First of all, first forest want to clear, then land want to be levelized, then only we can cultivate this one, what we can say, paddy and other things, rice and other things. And delta region embankment had been to be built to prevent the flooding, because the river, if the river is flowing like this, river is flowing like this, and they want to make the partition of this one with agriculture. Here it is agriculture area, here it is the agriculture area. And okay, I will make with different colors, then you can understand. Okay, this is the river, and here we can see the agriculture area. Both side it is agriculture area, and if they want to make a boundary with that one, otherwise the means rainy day it may flood up, and it may reach to this agriculture area, and they will lose it. That's why what they want to make, they want to make proper closure of the river, or the banks of the river should be cleared first, then only they can start agriculture in the delta area. So why it is made a little bit late? And first one, clearing of the forest it is taken time. Then second one, leveling of the land. Then embarkment of the delta region. For that purpose what they made small canals they constructed. And these things taken some much time to develop agriculture in Kaveri river area. Okay, we are moving to the next page. We are moving to the next page, that is the continuation of this one. And carry water to the field, they made canals to carry water to the field where they are not getting enough water. That's why they are not getting enough water, for that purpose they made canals. Because of that they started to crop two times. And we can see some small dam here in ninth century. The one of the area they are making like that, keeping the like a small dam, and to keep the water for the canal purpose, the irrigation purpose. Then we can see the next paragraph, that one. In many cases, the necessary of water to water the crops artificially in many areas, because of that maybe in heighted area, in like the different situation, they want to use different methods for that. Then methods were used for irrigation was some area was making the wells, they was digging the wells, and some other areas they constructed tanks. Some areas they constructed tanks, some area they collected rainwater itself. So they in different way they started to make irrigation. So question may be, what are the methods of irrigation used by the this Chola people? Then you can say like answer. First one, it is the digging of wells. Second one, tanks they made. Third one, collecting of rainwater, like the different methods. For that, what we need? We need a good planning. We need a good planning for that. We need a good planning for the making the proper proper irrigation. For that, what all things we need? Organizing the labor and resources, maintenance of this work. So we want to see, even though we started some of the water harvesting methods, maybe digging well or tube well or tank or dam, like that, we need the organization of the labor as well as resources. Then maintenance of these works, these everything want to, these things they shared by the total community people they are sharing all these things. Most of the new rulers, well, as well as people living in the village, took an active interest in these activities. Why like this? The community they are taking themselves. So even they are not keeping like the rulers away, villages away, no, they are working together, villages as well as rulers together. They are taking up of the activity and they are doing the irrigation very well, and they are developing their agriculture. Then next part very important, administration of the empire. How the Chola kings they made the administration. The settlement of peasants are known as ur. The where the people they are living, very important, one word question. It is may ask us one word question. Where the people peasants are living, farmers are living, that place is known as ur. Become prosperous where with the spread of irrigation in agriculture. For agriculture purpose or irrigation purpose, what all things they done, that we have seen before paragraph. Because of that one, they become very prosperous, they become rich in that area. The village council and the Nadu performed several administration. The village council as well as the Nadu, they are performing different administrative functions, especially depending justice and collection of taxes. That two things they are doing. What our present collector is doing, like that, two things, major things they are doing with the help of the village people. Rich peasants of Velela caste exercise considerable control over the affairs of the Nadu. When we are there is two forms. The one is council, another one is Nadu. In that Nadu, the Velela caste people they are taking the uh, they are having the power with Velela caste. That also may ask one word question. Then what are things they are doing? They are doing the supervision of the Chola government. The under the Nadu under the supervision of means they are doing all the work under the supervision of Chola kings, and they are collecting, they are giving justice when there is some dispute between people. They are solving that one as well as they are collecting tax. Then next one, the Chola kings gave some rich landlords title like Muvanda, Muvandavelan, and the Velan or peasant serving three kings. The person who is giving the some of the special names to the kings like Muvandavelan, meaning it is the Velan or the peasant serving three kings. And the Arayar, that is the chief, and etc. are the makers of respect. Means where we are saying like that, collector, governor, like that post we are giving to, nowadays we can see in the society like that. Some of the post given by the Chola kings like Muvandan and Ariyar, like that post they given, and entrusted them with important officers of the state. They are getting respect, they are getting position for what? To keep the office of the state. They want to control the office of the state, and by with that they want to serve the people. Then we'll move to the next page. Okay. We can see here the types of lands about the Cholas. It is given the types of lands about Chola kings. Okay. It's saying like the different types of lands in the Chola kings. One is Chola inscription mentioned several categories of land. One is uh, Vallan Vage, Vallan Vage, the land of non-Brahma peasant properties. It is not for Brahmins. Then the Brahmadeya, that is land gifted to the Brahmins. Then Salabhoga, land for maintenance of a school. Then Devadana, that is the land is gifted to the temples. Then Pallichidanam, the land devoted to the Jaina institutions. For the Jaina people also, we are the Chola kings given land. Like that, 5 types of land we can see. Once again, Val, Vallanvagai, then Brahmadeya, then Shalabaga, then Devadana, Pallichi, Pallichidan, Chadam, like that 5 types of land we can see. That also may ask us 3 mark question or 5 mark question. So be careful and learn it. So we are moving to next part. We have seen the Brahmanas, they are getting the grant from the kings, that is known as Brahmadaya. As a result of the number of the Brahmana settlement emerged near to the Kaveri river, because the kings they are giving the land as a gift to the Brahmins. Then each Brahmadaya was looked after by the assembly of the Sabha. Assembly, the Brahmadaya look after by the assembly or Sabha, because Brahmins they don't have time to look after the prominent Brahman landlords. These assemblies work very efficiently, and the decisions were recorded in detail in the inscription. They what all decision they are taking for related to their land, that was started to write and keep in metal plates or in the palm leaves. And we can see that sometimes it is in the stones of the wall also they started to write. Association of the traders known as the nagarams. Nagarams also occasionally performed administrative functions in the town. The traders, business people also start. They are also getting occasionally, not every time. Occasionally, they are also getting chance to do some of the administrative work in the state or in that area. The next part it is inscriptions from the Uttara Merur of in Chinglapet district of Tamil Nadu provides details of the way in which the Sabha was organized. There we are getting the details, and how the Sabha was organized. Very important question, that is may ask us a 3 mark question or 5 mark question. How the Sabha was doing their work. The Sabha had separate committees to look after irrigation works, then gardens, temples, etc. Means the type of job, the division of job we can see in the when we are considering Sabha. Name of those eligible to the members of the committee were written on small tickets on the palm leaves, and these tickets were put into an um, earthenware pot, from which a young boy was asked to take out ticket. Means that name of the people, how we are making the lot, like that they was writing and keeping, and from that the one of the small boy want to take the lot, like that they was deciding the person who want to do the administration of the area. So this is very familiar to us, the like that they are taking one by one for each committee, and like that they are each and every person they will get chance to become the means work means to serve the committee as well as the people. This was the administrative style of the Chola kings. Next page, what we are going to see, that one. Here we can see the inscriptions and text what was written in the temples and other things. It is there, you can read by yourself. Then next page, what we can see, that again. Okay, here we can see another one, the China under the Tang dynasty. In the time when we was under the Chola dynasty, that time China was under the control of Tang's dynasty, and what was their condition, that also given. Means elsewhere the more or less same thing was there in other part, that it that also given in the textbook, that also you can read. I will send you a homework by typing. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.